to the Niche Down podcast. You're doing too much shit. Niche down, do less stuff, and money's not real. What's up, boys?
What up? Doing good, dude.
How goes it?
I've been implementing ab puss into my life. Always be putting up shots, and it's good.
Yeah, I have a question for you.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's go.
Are you an edger or a gooner? Ethan, I want to know you as well.
Yeah.
So,
I'm a gooner.
I think I kind of know what this means. So, gooner means you're freaking always jerking off to freaking stuff, right? Okay. And then an edger means that you like to just tease yourself and not ever fully complete until way too long after.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not that. That I can tell you for sure.
We're all good.
So whatever the opposite
All gooners.
version of
That's why I like you guys.
dude, I'll tell a girl, I'm like, listen, I'm that bad sex bandit, dude. Like, I'm good at getting to sex. I'm not good at staying there. Like, I'm trying to listen. I get in, I get out. Somebody's got a rap sheet. A bunch of people are scared when it's over. Like, that's how I roll.
I'm in here. Look, hustle for your own nut. That's all I have to say.
Let me throw this out there. If you drop this in the comments below, if you want a T-shirt that says "Bad Sex Bandit" on it, let us know. We'll throw it in.
That's me, dude. I'm very clear with girls. I got 7 to 14 minutes in me at best. I am not edger, dude. Yeah, let's do it for 2 hours and fuck no. That's freaking super gay, honestly. So, no. Great. Just setting us off. Freaking, what guy, do you know guys that would answer the second answer?
I know a lot of liars.
A lot of liars. Yeah. Yeah, dude. No, listen, here's what I tell a girl in all seriousness. If you want to be pleased by me, we got to go a second time. Because the first time, I'm not really. The second time, I'll last 48 minutes on accident. Like, but I'm not trying to do that time one, dude. That's exercise. That's exercise. But
I got something for you.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. See it.
Keep chatting for 2 seconds.
No. Don't tell me what to do. Just kidding, Ethan.
Oh, it's in the fridge.
Oh, are they prototype e-drinks? Okay. Rockies. All right. Listen, I'll crack open my second one of the morning. I don't mind.
This isn't your second one of the day already.
Lime freeze.
This is my all-time favorite flavor, I think, of any energy drink right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, it tastes like Sprite. I love it.
So good.
I'm a lime guy. No, I listen. If Rockstar wants to sponsor us, hit us up. But if that doesn't pan out, I was sending you guys. There are websites. Very good. There are websites where you can like design your own energy drink. So we'll just do that, dude. We'll just freaking make our own shit. We'll order like a couple cans, test it, make sure it's good. If we hate it, we're not gonna sell it to you guys. But if we get one that's fire, you can customize every last thing. You can do 2 flavors in one can potentially. You can do an 8.5 or a 12-ounce can. You can elect whether to put coloring in it or not, which of course we wouldn't do. We're not trying to poison people. You can go sugar or stevia. We'll probably do one of each. See which one tastes the best.
We can do fever mode.
Fever mode is with sugar. 100% with sugar. Yeah, that's fever mode all day.
So fever mode is just alteration of literally anything.
It's an amplifier of whatever it is. Yeah.
You get the multipliers start hitting on each row. It's crazy.
Yep. So, but no, we'll definitely. If there's, you can upload that image you did on one of the podcast thumbnails. I'm not sure. I can't remember which one.
The one with the billboard in the back?
Yeah, we'll just like basically do that design. You can upload a PDF. They'll wrap the can. Yeah. Like that design was sick. So we're going to put that into motion, dude. We're going to just start selling merch. Yeah. So, speaking of merch, shout out to Will Scott, our boy down in Vegas. I'm wearing his merch today. Elite Level Status Podcast and Wines. If you're if you're a Vegas fan of ours, which we have many, go buy his stuff. Dude, he's crushing it. He's only really been pushing this for a while. I got into the business side of stuff with him. He is literally selling those cases of wine out of the back of his freaking Benz, dude, on the side.
Awesome.
That's baller.
He's
dude.
already doing like $2,000-$3,000 a month in revenue, he told me.
Is he foot mushing the juice? Where's
quite
this
that.
coming from?
Insane.
I don't know. I want to ask him, actually, speaking of like beverages and stuff.
Foot mushed.
I want to ask him like how he, created this wine.
Yeah,
Like,
that's cool.
Did he go to a manufacturer? Like, what did he do? But no, dude, he is hustling these things, freaking a case at a time, hand delivering them to
No way.
his
to people in
Pilates-
Vegas.
Yeah, his fucking like Pilates teacher buys 2 cases a month and stuff and sells under classes. Like, he's grinding it. And so anyway, shout out to Will, hustler, baller. Go buy his stuff. I had to show him love, and dude, down there, people were making me feel bad when you guys were gone. I didn't even tell you guys this. Take a shot,
Take a shot?
everybody. Everybody take a shot.
We need a camera on the whiteboard and
Yeah.
just tally him up.
Every time.
Yeah.
Take a shot of your energy drink. That's the actually podcast rule for real.
I like
if I
that.
say
Yep.
that, we all must take a drink of our energy drinks. So
100%.
this is mine. Everybody was making me feel bad down there. Everybody that ran a pod with me brought me gifts, which this was Will's. He brought me this, and then that Dana girl, we'll get that episode posted next week. She brought me a shirt and something else. She brought me one of her books. I was like, dang, dude, I got to do better. Like, I've been going with the old "my presence is the present" freaking policy.
It
dude.
is. Pause. How to Win Friends and Influence People is played out. Find a new book.
Yeah. Okay.
Not everybody needs a gift.
Yeah. No, for sure. I tell people this, and if I do your podcast or you do mine, please feel free to give me a gift. Give me your merch. I'll obviously rock it. I'll support you. But in all seriousness, I tell everybody in my life, do not get me a Christmas present or a birthday present. First of all, you can't get me what I want. That's number one. Number two, there is no greater insult you could pay me than to give me another material item. I already have too much shit. I need to niche down. I need to follow my own advice. And I literally tell everybody, for the love of God, do not get me anything, please. So, yeah, anyway. But no, if you want it, I will make the exception for podcast merch to support our friends that are supporting us. So.
Now, speaking of merch, I am working on, you boys know I like my hats with the different colored brim and the cream top, right? You got one down in Vegas last time. I'm working on one for the Niche Down Pod. I'm not exactly 100% happy with the design yet, but it's going to be good. It's going to be very good.
Sweet.
And the next time we're in Vegas, we rock it.
Pod hats.
It'll be good.
I'm not much of a hat guy. I got the good hair, dude. Why am I going to cover that up? You know what I'm saying? People call me bald all the time, which is hilarious. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm bald. Should I get
Who calls you bald?
haters in the comments, obviously, not actual people in real
Bald
life.
dudes?
Probably bald
Probably
dudes.
bald
yeah, you're probably
Bald
right.
dudes with 45 followers.
Crabs in a
Gauge
bucket.
bald.
Holy cow.
For real. I'm gonna get a hair transplant and just do
right across your forehead.
The Indian man.
yeah. So
hairline.
nobody can ever call me bald again. I'm just gonna overdo it, dude.
Hey, if we got any Turkish people out there that are listening to the podcast, you want to help Gage with a hair transplant down to his eyebrows, that'd be sick.
I'm gonna do a hair transplant that's so bad I have to start wearing hats. I'm gonna just totally overdo it.
Different
How does
type
that-
of mogging.
So, like, for dudes that are straight up just, like, balding crazy and they get a hair transplant, I've always wondered this. Are they going to continue to just, like, lose all the hair other than the transplanted hair? And is it going to just look like reverse baldness
How funky
as
is
they
that
get
going to
older?
look, dude?
That's a good question. You're bringing up a good point, which is you probably want to make sure you're pretty far down the road of baldness before you do it.
Like, you've receded to the max and now...
At least like a large portion of what, because you're right. Like if you're like, let's say you get to me and eventually in your life you're going to be like back here.
Yeah.
If you start right now, theoretically you're going to have a gap there
Yeah, well,
at some point.
some dudes, it's like it goes on the front, it goes back, but then they also lose it on the crown.
Yeah.
I'm grateful and blessed to not be a crown balder.
Yeah.
Me too.
But like for those dudes, it's like they get it there and it's thinning out,
Yeah.
and then it's, I don't know. I've always wondered.
I mean, here's the trick, dude. Fucking just don't give a shit. If I go in all seriousness, I would never get a hair transplant. Dude. I would shave it. I don't think I'm at any real. I've asked 3 barbers if I'm at any risk of going bald at this age. They've all told me no. My dad has a full head of hair, but if I did, I'd say fuck it.
Dude, you've got a sick beard.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're jacked with a beard and like
bald,
Mr. Clean,
then it doesn't matter.
You look just as good as with
real.
Matter of fact, I could even go a little later on in my life, just tattoos on the skull. That'd be crazy.
Andy Elliott should do that right now.
Andy Elliott should absolutely just freaking
his sales conferences would go even crazier.
Yeah, dude. Just get a sword on the side of his head. He's so sick.
Go like full jelly roll and get like crazy stuff all over.
That'd be gangster. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm not getting a hair transplant. I'm just getting crazy tattoos.
And I'll get a 6-pack tattooed on. So when he asks me,
yeah, absolutely. No, but anyway, yeah, not a crazy hat guy, but we'll sell the merch. There's people that are.
So. The best thing is that the design that I'm cooking up will look great on a t-shirt, great on a hat.
Hell yeah.
It'll be all encompassing, so we'll be able to rock the pod merch, our own merch.
Yeah,
next time we're in Vegas.
We're just gonna sell our own shit. Like, I've kind of been going around. I mean, listen, we're up to, as of this morning, 163,000 followers on Instagram. The podcast is gaining momentum every day, which we're still obviously at the beginning of this thing, but it's trending upward every single time we film a new one. And I've been like going around. I'm like, okay, what do we actually want to do? Do we want to sell it? Like, there's the gamut, right? We want to sell a course. Do we want to do brand deals? There's a bunch of different ways you make money on social media. I think we just make cool shit and sell our own stuff and not try to make other people rich, dude. I think that's kind of the
here's the back of that. Because I'm like, I just want to make cool stuff for myself.
Yeah, exactly.
That I think is dope. And then if other people want to buy it, cool. Because it's like, there's nobody I want to buy stuff from because they're all stupid and usually support and stand for stuff that I think is stupid. And why would I fund that?
Yeah,
exactly. Unless, again, like, certainly going to be exceptions, right? Like, if Built wants to freaking sponsor us, if Rockstar or some big energy drink company or whatever, like, sure, if that comes across the desk. But yeah, I agree. We'll just make stuff we like, and we've got good taste, so that means other people are gonna like it. So we're not freaking dumb.
And we talked about this last time we were in Vegas. We all look very different, like style wise, from each other. When we're mogging in Vegas, we got Gage in full built head to toe. I'm always rocking t-shirt, shorts, and a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's looking like he's the freaking mog god in his Ray-Bans.
I have zero direction.
I was gonna, dude, you took the words out of my mouth. I can't decide whether Aaron is like a golf dad or like, I don't ever. Sometimes cowboy, sometimes rocking the cowboy boots.
I kind of bounce between that. I really like the finance dick kind of look.
Yeah.
I would love, but I'm just not that committed.
Yeah,
that's the problem. I've got some Patagonia and North Face that I could throw on, but I'm just
nothing wrong.
Just not committed. Usually comes out in the fall because I like the vests and stuff. But.
Oh yeah. No, I feel you, but no, I've niched down to Built, dude. That's
you are a Built guy.
It's comfy. You can wear those pants, dude. I was wearing those pants in the middle of the day in Vegas, 108 degrees, balls not sweating. Like, it's alien technology. I don't know how they do that, but
they're carbonated.
Yeah, dude. No, 100%. That's the downside of drinking energy drinks on a podcast. Is we're gonna need
we need like a lemonade version Rockstar.
We need a sneeze button.
Let's do it.
Like on TV, they have like a mute button. But yeah,
dude, you don't think all the shotties watching this wouldn't love to hear you burp?
Just belch it up.
Just a big one, dude.
Okay. All right. You're right. No, I'm going to absolutely just lean in.
Right. I think I'm right.
I'm gonna lean in, dude. Fuck it. Yeah. That's absolutely it. I posted this on the Instagram. My brand is not giving a fuck what anybody thinks. Like, that's all I care about. This is funny, too. This is how I kind of realized it. This dude with like 350,000 followers hit me up, and he's like, hey, like, I would love to, trim up your image so that way you can do this and this and that. I'm like, dude, the second I start doing any of that, my following is gonna hate me, dude, because that's the whole reason anybody watches our shit is because Gage is just out being a maniac, not giving a fuck, dude. Like,
what did he mean? Trim up your content? Like, what does that mean?
Okay, this is what he said. I'll tell you. He goes, I really like your Instagram. Would you agree? Which immediate sales pitch, respect, love you, guy. Can't remember your name, but he's like, would you agree that? He's like, I love your page. Would you agree that your Instagram is like your first impression of the world? And that it's important. I was like, dude, my first response, my whole brand is not giving a fuck what my first impression is. Like, that's the whole thing. So I do not give a shit about like tailoring my content to whatever. And we've talked about this a bunch, but I posted one of my daughter when she was a year old today, me freaking being super dad, pulling her around in a wagon. And then the next post could be some chick booty shaking on my face, dude. Like, who knows what you're gonna get when it comes to me? Like, and that's why it resonates, because everybody's like that. Everybody has different sides to them. None of us are one thing. You know what I mean? Like, we all like
no one's completely manicured.
Yeah, no. People
like
make
image,
it seem.
Yeah.
People make it seem like they are, but there ain't a person on this planet that doesn't have some vice that they freaking, behind closed doors, they maybe would not necessarily love to show the world. I'm just saying, fuck it, dude. You can see all my shit. I don't care. So, but yeah, no, it's like, dude, I'm walking back some stuff too. I did a podcast. Ethan's watched it with, or did you watch the one with Air, my little Thai girlfriend?
I'm in the middle of it right now.
Okay. I was like, I don't know if I want to post that one. There's some embarrassing shit in there. And then after I had this conversation with this dude, I was like, nope, fuck that.
I was actually going to say, same thing. It's not that embarrassing.
The
it's not
second
that bad.
I start thinking like that, I just got to freaking kill the bitch voice and be like, who cares what anybody thinks?
I think we send that sucker out like no holds barred.
So I got a little high and was talking to my freaking 90-pound Asian girlfriend on podcast. So what? Who cares?
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo,
It's going to be a good episode. It is a good episode already.
I said some wild shit. Okay, whatever. It's fine. So
there are some parts where she does need a little subtitling.
Oh, you got to subtitle her whole shit. Like, listen,
It's not offensive.
I'm like,
it's not. No one's gonna be offended, and it's gonna be really helpful,
dude, to try and get that done. So I'm sorry.
I have become grandmaster at understanding like rough accents because obviously all our workers are from Mexico and Guatemala. I only date Asian chicks. Many of them have been here less than 5 or 10 years. So I've gotten very good at like bad English. Like, I'm an expert at it. A lot of times I'll be out with Air and she'll say something to somebody and they'll be like, this probably happened when you came to lunch with us, Aaron. Somebody will be like,
dude, I was looking at you the
whole time, and I was like,
she's like talking, she'd talk, say something, I'd look at her, and then I just look at Gage.
Yeah.
Gage would like
translate the English.
That's so funny.
Like, I just understand. It's kind of, you'll figure this out, Ethan. Your little girl's probably starting to talk pretty good now, and it's going to get even more. But when you have like a 1.5, 2-year-old, same thing. Like, you understand what they say, and nobody else does.
My brain is absolutely rewired. Like, she'll say something to me, and I will repeat back to her what I think she said. Yeah. And now she's agreeing that that's what she said to me.
Yep.
Like, my 1-year-old's a genius. I love it. She's so smart.
Yep.
She's starting to talk. She can't pronounce anything.
Yeah.
But exactly what you're saying. It's, you kind of just are like, I get it.
And then 6 months from now, you're going to understand every single word she says.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody else on the planet is going to. Because you're just so keyed in on, like...
Yeah, on what she's doing.
Yeah, you've known her since she's freaking 3 seconds old, So...
Yeah, she loves her dad. That's fun. It's a good time.
But anyway, that's what I am able to do in other areas of life, which is funny.
Because we've been out with you a couple times which last time all three of us were in Vegas, we went out 3 separate dinners with 3 different companions of Gage's, and Aaron and I are just kind of there. Putting up shots. Sorry. Ab puss. Putting up shots. Always be putting up shots. And I was going to say, we haven't had a weird accent there yet.
Yep.
With all 3 of us.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, Aaron's been the only one that's experienced that so
pretty
far.
brief, too.
Yeah. And you hung out with me and Aaron for a second.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds at Red Rock, yeah.
Yeah, and then she She was in a bad mood. Sorry, Air. I love you, but we separated ways that night. It's all good. But anyway, point is, yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, F it. I don't care what comes out of my mouth. I don't give a shiz. Like, as long as it's not illegal, which we may or may not have learned that lesson a little bit too. That I don't know what
Or
who knows. Nobody knows what we're even talking about right now. This is an inside
People
joke.
jump to the craziest
conclusions, dude. Just
I was just about to say.
believing.
You see a clip on freaking TikTok or Instagram, and you're jumping to all these conclusions.
Yeah.
No one can even tell what's going on in that video. Anything could be happening. We live in an age where you can't trust anything on the internet.
In what video?
Any
Dude,
video.
there's-
I'm just speaking general.
Just in general.
Yeah.
There's AI. Let's break down the possibilities, okay? There's AI. God can make whatever he wants happen. He can make you see something that you can't see. There are hallucinogens. There is black magic. There are girls out there that claim they're witches and can cast spells. Dude, who knows what anything we see, hear, or taste, if it's real. It's all, and it is all fake anyway. We are in a simulation.
A bunch of witches put a hex on Charlie Kirk before he got kirked.
There you go. So, point made, dude.
You're totally right.
What? So, no, but
And masks. You didn't even talk about masks.
yeah,
No.
dude.
No.
There's
Some of the masks are crazy.
There is significant evidence that a large portion of Joe Biden's administration was not Joe Biden. It was a guy in a mask.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well,
Significant evidence. Look into it.
dude, there
So,
was one maybe a month ago of this guy on Fox News. Did you see that one?
I saw that one.
You could see
Or,
the bottom of the mask right here.
Yep.
Or when the dude dressed up as Jim Carrey to go to the award show.
That was crazy.
That was a crazy one.
Okay, I don't know. Was that? I don't know how that ended.
Some dude claimed that he was wearing a mask.
That wasn't Jim Carrey,
No.
just all Botoxed up.
And there are actual videos that you can see of CIA masks, and you can watch it, and it is a famous person that you know who they are, and they literally rip off the mask, and it is, and you would have been 1,000% convinced. The makeup and masks that they could do is
Dude,
crazy.
the sheep that think it can't happen. Look, could masks, if they're really good, happen? Do we have the capabilities to make them super good? Yes, absolutely. That just means they're so good you don't notice, and that's why you think it can't happen. It's the only logical conclusion.
So the point is, freaking, we were gaslighting everybody, dude. We were gaslighting the shit out of everybody to think what we wanted them to think. Just
They
like always.
gaslit themselves
Yeah, exactly.
with their own conclusions.
Exactly. Dude, that interview, we will reference the interview, not about what it was, but that was so funny. Sometimes, listen, I'm not a guy that tries to toot his own horn too much. At least I try. I don't know. You guys may have a different opinion. I'm not sure. But that interview of me at the radio station makes me laugh so hard. Where, speaking of getting a little too high, I mean, listen, I was in a room where I was the only white guy, and some chick rolled up with a backpack full of weed.
It's a little bit of a different
What
environment,
am I
Chief.
gonna not get a little strength and power in a room full of freaking G's, dude? Of course I am.
You're gonna get secondhand strength and power.
So
is what you're gonna get,
dude. I was in a flow state. I was in a Palms Baccarat flow state for that.
You're in the same position on
Same-
the table too.
Same position.
It's like this,
Yep.
and then you'll kind of
Palm my head
be
a
doing
little bit.
this.
You do a
Yeah.
little Trump dance occasionally.
When you're doing this, I know I'm staked in and it's good.
It's good. Something
It's
good.
going good.
Okay, so I the other night talking to a friend of mine. He's a total degenerate poker player.
Sick.
Okay.
Good.
What?
He's extremely good at poker,
Okay, good.
but he's like
Just because he's good at poker doesn't mean he's a degenerate.
well, he is a degenerate. He owes so much money in gambling to people, but that's okay. I love you anyway. I'm not going to say who you are. You know who you are.
Call you Tom.
That's his real name. No, I'm
That'd be
kidding.
funny.
It's not his real
I
name.
just nailed it.
Just name him right
Can't call him Tom.
Can't anything but Tom.
Just more proof that we're in a simulation.
yeah. No, but I was talking to him about an experience we had in the poker room at Caesars.
Okay.
Because it's like 2 a.m. Show's done for the day. We just had dinner. We show up, and he's like, "Do you want to watch me come? Do you want to come play poker?" I'm like, "Sure." I didn't have any money to put in, so I just showed up as his kind of plus one and watched him play. He lost 3 hands in a row with a little strength and power in him. 3 hands in a row he loses, and then he didn't lose a single other hand.
Okay, sick.
Until the very end, he did lose one against a guy who he flopped triple jacks, which that's like
sucks.
That's like stupid, and you can't beat that. It's like so hard to beat. Flop triple jacks, and he's gonna win. And he had 2 pairs, so he still lost. But I watched him annihilate a table slowly. People are getting just destroyed. They're going all in. He's beating them. And I was talking to him about Palms. Apparently, Palms Poker Room is like renowned to be a pretty easy poker room to go play in. And I don't know if you know poker, but I would love to see you with a little bit of flow state, strength, and power go
great.
in and beat some dudes at poker.
Why might the palms be easier?
I can tell you why.
Tell me.
Because, well, first of all, I know how to play poker. I know my way around the table. I'm not like some master
You're not a
at
savant,
odds and
right?
stuff. But no, I've placed very high in poker tournaments at like Wendover, or even I lived in Oklahoma. They had casinos there.
Oh, yeah.
I won a couple out there with like 100-person buy-ins, so I can play. I kind of agree with Aaron, especially in my older age where I care a little bit less about money. Poker is the game you want to play if you want to like sit there, grind it out, get good. You can legitimately swing your odds in your favor, especially if you're playing against somebody that's not nearly as good as you. But these days, I'm like, that is too slow of money, dude. I don't want to sit at a table.
Wants to go to the ATM
and make $2,000 over 4 hours. That sounds it's actually very boring. Especially because the thing about poker is 90 to 95% of the time, you're like folding or not doing anything if you're good.
Yeah.
Like you should not be playing very many hands, especially in a big table. The reason why Palms is going to be easy pickings is so all the really good players and all the high limit shit is on the strip at Caesars or Bellagio or Aria. Like all the big nice hotels, that's where like the big players that are really good go play. The poker rooms off the strip are just like the normies that freaking want to play $1 a hand, so you can go in there.
You can kind of go in there and do your thing.
You're not going to be taking down $25,000 pots like you can if you're good. That's like literally what Dan Bilzerian did to start. I think he told this story on one podcast. I can't believe this story's not out there more. But he had like lost all of his money. He went on some like river boat gambling something or other in like Missouri, if I'm not mistaken.
Just down the Mississippi River or what?
Something
crazy, dude.
Won like $30,000 there. Ended up, I can't remember the whole story, but it's crazy. Ended up at, I believe, the Bellagio, and then ended up like up $300,000 or some shit like that. And then started getting into private games with like rich dudes who couldn't play for shit. And that was his thing. He's like, I'm decent. He says this in a podcast. He's like, I'm like a D1, if it was baseball, I'm a D1 baseball player. All the guys that play at all the rooms, they're the pros, right? I'm not anywhere near that. But my goal is not to be one of those guys. My goal is just to be at my level, but play against T-ballers who like don't know shit.
Yeah.
And there's tons of rich like billionaire dudes who just like to ride the rails but suck at playing, But then he talks about how like they're maniacs, so they don't play like how you should play.
Yeah.
So they might bet like $10 million on nothing. And you have to decipher whether they're full of shit or not. And
it's a whole different
$10 million
game,
is all
dude.
you got, So
that's a different flavor of poker.
Yeah,
bro.
and they don't care about $10 million, So he's like, he said like on his last big run that he went on, he was like pulling out just gobs of his own hair because he might have to make a decision for like $40 million at any given time.
Jeez.
But
Baccarat's your game. We know that.
Yeah. But anyway, no, I could totally see how you could go into the Palms and figure out a table with a couple bad players who just want to go to Vegas and play and just wreck, dude. Like,
I think like poker nights with the boys are fun.
Oh, yeah.
But going into a room like that is a little intimidating because you don't know who you're going to get. With your friends, like you know what you're going to get pretty decently.
Yeah.
But in a room like that where you're playing against randoms, it's got to be a little different.
The thing is in poker, though, you can sit there for 30 minutes with your chips in front of you and just kind of observe, and you can see who sucks and who doesn't, like pretty quick. And then the rule is, if you can't figure out who sucks, you're the guy who sucks.
Exactly.
You're the worst player on the
entire board
table if you can't figure out who the worst player is. So, but yeah, boys, no, we can't ever. I was thinking about going to Vegas for a quick trip this weekend. I've got a bunch of people wanting to do podcasts, but just too much shit going on up here. I just couldn't make it happen. I made the commitment to people down there that I was most likely coming, because I had it in my head I was gonna, and I was like, I was gonna leave today if I did.
Yeah.
Friday rolled around. I'm like, nope, no way I can make that shit happen. Too much with Mikkel. We don't talk too crazy about Easy Rain, but my main administrative assistant, Mikkel, is on vacation right now. So, by the way, how's that been for you boys? Get into a little bit of work talk so people know we're just not full of shit doing nothing out here.
I freaking hate it.
Yeah. Setting leads is a tedious experience.
Never not working.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind never not working on my stuff.
Yeah.
But having leads pop in just whenever, and it's like you gotta call them immediately.
Yeah.
It's like,
So, funny story. I finished my appointment in West Jordan last night. I was with family out there helping them get their house figured out, which is great. But I'm at a gas station filling up, and Gage pops in 3 leads. And as I'm calling the leads, guess who rolls by in his freaking M4? I just see Gage. There's only one M4 that looks like his here. And so he rolls by, and I immediately send him a voice message. I'm like, yo, you're not going to stop by your boy calling leads at the gas station parking lot, dude? What are you talking about?
I got out of the gym. Prior to me getting in the gym, I had sent Aaron a bunch of leads for him to call. I try my best, if I know nothing super urgent is going to hit my phone, that's the one time of any given day that I'll leave my phone in my locker and just not care, So, finished up at the gym. 3 leads had popped in. It was Ethan. Ethan was up to bat.
It was my turn
on those, so I sent those to you, and then I was driving down 106.
Dude, it's funny. So funny. And speaking of leads, Aaron and I were talking about this morning. One of the ones, like if you're in a home service business, you're in any sort of business that has like an appointment that is set up for you, leads are weird sometimes. Like this dude texted me at 6:45 in the morning this morning after I called him twice, left a message, sent him a text last night. And he says, what on earth does an assistant do in this case? And I'm like, what the freak do you think an assistant does? Like, what are you talking? Exactly. Like, what? I'm setting the appointment for you.
Can
like,
you
what
not
are you
see
crazy?
all the ways I'm assisting right now?
Can you? Do you have trouble reading? Because it's in the message. I'm telling you exactly why. Anyway,
so
it was
goofy.
funny, but yeah. I'm very grateful. Eternally grateful for Mikkel and what she does. Huge shout out.
Aaron was telling me the same thing yesterday. He's like, I am gaining so much appreciation for Mikkel. Which, I mean, listen, here's some actual game to anybody out there. This applies to really any business where leads are coming in, but I mean, it couldn't be more important in home service where you're in a city with 5 to 10 to 100 to 200 other contractors that do the same thing you do. As soon as a lead comes in, there's some stat like if you hit the lead within 30 seconds, your conversion on setting that lead will go up by like 180% or something insane.
Alex Hormozy
talks about this.
Ran data across their portfolio and basically like volume of closed leads goes up by 80% if you contact them within a minute.
Yeah, so there is nothing, again, if you guys are out there and you own a business, if you're thinking about starting one, like the number one thing you got to focus on is speed to lead. It's all good to run marketing and run ads and get people hitting you up. But if the second that shit comes in, you're not getting a hold of them as soon as possible. And it's impossible to do every time until you really get like infrastructure built.
Which, by the way, this applies to not just lead setting, but even like, so I run a podcast that's all about business owners and like telling people stories. When I DM people and they respond, it's the equivalent.
Yeah.
Like if I don't respond to them immediately, I don't hear back from them.
Well, and that trend, building the infrastructure to do that is also just going to be the greatest investment ever because it's only trending towards shorter and shorter attention spans.
Yeah.
Like the speed to lead, the threshold isn't even going to be a minute. It's going to be like 20 seconds.
Dude, despite the industry,
enough.
despite the circumstance,
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
1 second is better. Like,
Yeah.
ideally, you get a lead come in and you are looking at your phone and you hit their phone number as soon as it comes in.
Well,
so.
and if you look at the value of it, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever return you're getting on that lead, you can essentially double it by calling it right away.
Yeah. So no, nothing more important than speed to lead. I mean, there's a reason at Lead Filter when I worked there, their whole thing, which I've adopted my own version of this, but is TNT. We've got it written up there. Today, not tomorrow. For me, I always say speed kills. Right? Like in boxing, that's what they talk about. Speed kills. Like doesn't matter how powerful you are. If you're faster than the other guy, you're gonna whoop his ass. Right? And that's the same in business. Like the more speed you operate with, particularly getting to your customers, but really anything, like the more money you're going to make, the more efficient you're going to be. So nothing more important than you guys are experiencing that now. Now think of this, okay? The first year I started,
You're doing it all yourself.
I did basically $650,000 in revenue, doing all of that by myself. The only thing I was not doing was the installs, but I was like, let me give you what Gage's job was in 2023. I would run all the ads. I was basically doing only Facebook at the time. Facebook, I didn't have Zapier set up yet, so I had to like live check them and try to like, because you don't get a notification on your phone until you set that up. So I had to just basically sit there and refresh my phone over and over again and see if a lead had come in. For me, I was like trying to hopefully, and then Facebook lags too. So sometimes I'd be sitting there refreshing it, and then I'd refresh one, and it said it came in 10 minutes ago. I'd be like, mother effer. Like, so I'd do that. I would call every lead, set every lead. I would run every sales appointment. I would wake up. I would go pick up the installers. I would take them to the jobs, drop off them in the trailer, go run sales appointments, go back. I'd be doing all of the paperwork, obviously all of the scheduling, and then all the payment collections. And I didn't have Mountain America yet, so I couldn't finance anything. So
Brutal. Just brutal.
Like, think of that shit. Like anybody who wants to start something like this, like just know that first year, 2 years, you're like literally, and it's kind of weird too. It almost doesn't feel like work because you're so excited to be doing it, and you're finally like doing something that you're getting equity in and that is going to you, you know? So you're actually energized in kind of a weird way, but then you're also never not tired because every waking hour there is, you know, that you are not doing anything but working. There's no leaving your phone in the locker when you go to the gym. There's no not answering the phone if it rings at 5:45 in the morning.
You gotta be up, dude.
Like you have to do all that shit or else it literally will not survive. Like it was crazy. So like I said, you guys are getting
You got a high pain tolerance.
a
dude.
little chunk of the most important part. And in fairness too, we're having a lot of you guys are setting the lead volume of a company that's now almost 4 years in, not 4 months in. So like the volume that I'm sending you guys is pretty significant for sure.
No, it's good, dude. Hey,
but now
we're growing onwards and upwards, bro.
And I'm actually glad because like having you guys do this for a week, there's not, you know, not a more valuable skill to have because I mean, shoot, if Mikkel goes on vacation or something, or you guys were to start your own businesses one day or whatever, like to have that ability is crucial. So, but yeah, we're all missing Mikkel desperately.
Very badly.
And you guys are doing like 40 to 50% of what her job is, and I'm doing all the rest. And it's like, oh, I freaking hate that. This is. Oh, and I say this too. I was telling you, Aaron, this yesterday. If you ever start a business, make sure the very first investment you make is in an assistant. There is no other. I hired the installers first.
But Gage, what does an assistant even do in this case?
What does an assistant do, dude?
Steve, dude, come on.
No, I hired the installers first, but in hindsight, really, you want to hire your assistant first, and then you're going to have way more shit for your installers to do beyond that. So, like I said, like freaking take a hard money loan if you have to. Go
money lending.
Go
dude.
talk to an Italian gangster in Vegas that's a loan shark if you got to get that first executive assistant or administrator, because man, there's nothing. And you know, those, we were talking about this too, Aaron. Dan Martell, this is where I learned this from. If anybody knows who Dan Martell is, that's what he hammers on, is like, that's the first purchase you make in a business. And I could not freaking agree anymore, dude. There's nothing more valuable than just having somebody to do all the shit that does not require you, right? Making phone calls, processing mail, setting appointments, processing paperwork, all that like bullshit. I wasted so much time the first year of this thing doing all of that, when if I had just spent, say, $1,000 a week, I could have doubled, tripled revenue. And the second I did it, that's exactly what happened too. Like,
right.
When we hired Jade, granted I had my accident and all that stuff, but first 2 years were around $600,000. The third year was $2.5 million, which,
sweet.
There's a lot of other stuff going on there, but none more important than having an assistant that was taking a bunch of bullshit off of my plate, you know.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
But yeah, there we go. There's a little bit of work talk,
business talk.
Exactly. That way, I think people see all the stuff online and they just are like, I literally had somebody ask me, like, how did you make your money? I'm like, dude, go back down the Instagram. There's more stuff down there. And then I thought to myself, like, oh, we got to make sure we're mixing this in good too. So I've been trying to do that.
And we've got some fun plans. I talked to you for like an hour the other night about just some homegrown things that we can be doing. And you're going to see a lot more of that, I think, across every platform. Because, like there is a real job here. juicing up lead flow, and we're coming into our busy season too, so we're gonna like have to really put effort into doing stuff like this, because it's all cute and fun and games in the middle of July when it's 100 degrees outside, but once some weather starts hitting and we get up against fall time, like, giddy up.
Everybody every year always thinks I'm like overselling it. They're like, because it's, I mean, pretty chill job to this point, wouldn't you guys say? Like, you guys started basically January 15th or whatever.
Chill.
It's like, I always tell people this, like, really isn't a real job. It doesn't feel that way. But the last 3-4 months of the year, it feels like a real fucking job.
Good. It's crazy.
Good.
Which is nice. And then, yeah.
I want to spend all my time making money, not just a little bit of my time making money.
Yeah, no.
I have all this time.
And then, but it's perfect, dude, because then, like, for me, I would always empty the gas tank fourth quarter, and then I assume you guys will be in the same boat. January, February, you're gonna be like, all right, I don't want to work, I want to chill, I want to freaking hang out on a warm beach somewhere away from Utah, hang out in Vegas. Dude, imagine.
We'll be still doing that. That's just inevitable.
January, February 2027, we're going to be pulling off some serious Vegas mogs, dude. Because we're going to have unlimited time and unlimited money. That's the other nice thing. January, February rolls around. You're like, damn, fucking bank account's looking nice and fat right now. I didn't have any time the last 4 months to spend any of that money I've been making. Like, so, yeah, it's the picture's painting out pretty good for the next 6-7 months for sure. So, well, boys, with that, should we get a reaction video going?
Let's do it. Yeah. Cue it up.
I like just, if it's a video that I think is extra funny, I like just showing it to these guys, and I think you guys are in the same boat. So we're gonna cue this up and just laugh about it. We don't even have to say anything about it. I just think it's hilarious. I've been watching a lot of Matan, dude.
He's so funny, dude.
So, like, yeah. And not really, it seems like he's not really trying that hard either. It just,
no, he's a young kid, too.
Yeah, young, freaking 18-year-old dude, and he just, like, is naturally crazy good off the cuff. It's hilarious.
Be fair to say that you haven't.
Oh, come on.
I think I might know which clip this is.
Okay, here we go.
That's so funny.
Let's see if you do.
Let's see if I do. Here we go.
All right. And 3, 2, 1. Rewind all the way back to the beginning. Go.
be fair to say that you have a Napoleon complex,
gosh.
but because you're too stupid, you don't know what complex means?
I don't have no fucking Napoleon complex. I don't even know what the fucking Napoleon is. What is a Napoleon?
So I was just wrong. I thought you didn't know what complex was. You don't know what a Napoleon is.
Wait, what is it?
Napoleon complex is named after that guy Napoleon. He wanted to be really strong and powerful and show people he was because he was a little like you.
Well, I ain't that fucking small, and I'm the same size as your bitch. If you get a bitch laying down in the bed.
I don't think that's something you should say to sound cool. That you're the same size as a bitch.
I don't know
my
why that's
goodness.
so funny to me, dude, but I watched that on repeat for about 7 minutes.
That's so good.
I don't think that's something you should say to sound cool. You're the same size as a bitch.
What's a Napoleon, dude?
That's like, it starts off good there, too. You think that's going to be the punchline, and then he really hammers him.
You don't know
at the
what you don't know what Napoleon is. I don't know.
I just aspire to be that funny off the cuff that if somebody says something stupid, to make sure you capitalize
Look,
on it.
as a short guy, speaking
king?
for all short guys, he's not representative. I would never make that comparison with myself.
It's a dumb thing.
He's the weird one. We all don't think that.
Listen, his issue is not being short. His issue is just not being all that smart.
Yeah,
I think that was the main problem there. He 100% could have handled that situation much better.
That's so funny, dude.
So great.
So good.
I'm the same size as you.
What a crazy thing
If
to
you
say.
ever get one.
Yeah.
So dumb, dude.
So great. But yeah, what else we got, boys? What else is going on in your lives? That's what I want to know.
Dude, can I tell you guys about this weird house I was at yesterday?
Sure.
Okay. You guys have seen an A-frame house before.
Mhm.
I'm sure you've seen houses like this. It was a round A-frame house with a metal roof, and it was a tan metal roof, but it went all the way to the ground. Like
What do
you
you
couldn't
mean?
see
So a
foundation.
teepee.
Essentially, but
What do you mean
massive.
round?
It's a teepee.
Like
You
it wasn't
just
flat
described-
A-frame. It was round
You're
A-frame.
saying it's
Oh,
tan
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's an upside down ice cream cone.
Pretty much.
No, I know what you mean.
It's a
A
teepee.
weird, like, round.
Wild looking house.
Okay, where was it?
It was in kind of border of Lehigh, American Fork.
Okay.
That sounds like an Idaho house.
It does. It looked like,
like
an
a
Idaho
Driggs,
house.
Idaho
Big
house.
big old trees. You know, cow
Yeah.
farm right next to it. It was crazy cool. But I was like, I've never seen a house like this in a neighborhood in Utah before.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get your standard cookie cutter edge homes, whatever ivory developments, and they all look very similar. This one was like no idea, and I asked him about the metal roof. I'm like, so metal roof, kind of unique for a house like this, and he says, well, it's a lot more expensive, but I never have to change my roof out again. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Weird looking house, but I mean, Driggs, Idaho. You answer my question. Where else do you find houses like that?
You'll see weird. There's some weird houses.
You get those. You get like the golf ball looking ones.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know, they're just
And
and then
the
there's
round ones. Yep.
anyone where the roof is like touching the ground,
Yep.
and there's a lot of those.
I did see one that was like one of those, not underground houses, but one of the sunk houses.
Dude, in Riverton.
Crazy.
Why did those happen?
Yeah,
In Riverton. Yeah.
I've seen a few of them.
I think it's a genius idea. I think we should really all live underground.
Wait, they build them that way?
Yeah.
You can?
It's not like something that happened.
No, there's one.
Oh.
There's literally a house in Riverton that me and Ethan are talking
Yeah.
about. The roof is this tall.
Yep.
All that you see is like the top. They just have windows to like let light in.
Yep.
And then the house is sunken into the ground.
It's like all skylight, all crazy.
Which
I might be stupid, but that feels like a stupid idea to me.
very smart.
Apparently, it keeps your house way cooler than.
It's way cooler.
Yeah.
Way safer in an earthquake. Way safer in a tornado.
Huh.
It's either way easier to work on. Like it's really, it's cooler in the summertime. It's warmer in the wintertime.
Yeah.
That's how they used to build. Like I don't know, 1,000 years ago or whatever. They would build like sunken structures, and that's what they would do
Dude,
because there's no air conditioning.
So obviously, when we go down to Vegas, we're always staying in the properties that you've got down there. But there is a rental property down there that is a massive, like some billionaire owned this, and he died, and they sold it off. but it's his underground like bunker.
Yeah.
But it's like decked out. It's crazy cool. Murals all over the place. It'd be fun to go just
Stay there.
see what that is for a second.
That'd be cool.
It'd be kind of tight.
No, there's a reason that every billionaire builds bunkers, because like if the shit really pops off, you actually want to be underground. Weirdly, so it's, I don't know. It's probably not even harder now that I think about it. You're just digging a bigger, like basically foundation hole,
Dude.
It's easier to work on. Imagine like if you just took height out of the equation in all of construction.
Yeah.
Like
true.
shit gets so much easier so quick.
Yeah.
But no, there's some weird stuff in Utah. There's the one on 98th that's like the circular house.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say, is
It's
it
like
circular
octagonal or some shit.
Super weird.
Super goofy
Super
looking.
weird. But that's like one thing you get in home services that I don't think you get in any other type of business where you're working on people's houses. You just see friggin' all 31 flavors of weird places that people live.
I did a house when I worked at Leafield, or where was it? It was on the East Bench somewhere, maybe Cottonwood Heights. This fucking house was like 90% glass,
Whoa.
which was cool. Pluses and minuses to that, I can't imagine. I mean, it's like living in a greenhouse, right?
Throw some
like,
rocks at it.
For real, yeah. No windows, yeah. But it was beautiful, and they had this crazy view of the valley. But their air conditioning bill must be just
Oh, geez.
preposterous,
Dude.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
you're literally living in a greenhouse, you know.
Gotta throw tint up on the
There was
windows.
one,
Crazy.
dude. There was this house in Heber. I'll never forget this. They did that on just the south side of their house.
That's cool.
And then
That's super cool.
Then they had blinds. They didn't have a furnace, and then they had some way to cool it too. They didn't have a furnace or an air conditioner, and
Dang.
they were completely off grid of the utility companies, other than water, of course.
Sick.
But that was super sick. And they were, the lady, it was like one of those leads, you know how they get super pumped up about this problem that you fix for them.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like hugging you when you leave.
Yep.
It was during COVID. At first they were all freaked out about like all the mask shit, and I would never wear a mask during 2020, dude. I refused. I was lying to people saying that I just got tested this morning, I'm good. Like, I would not do it. That shit was pissing me
Well, it
off.
turns out it was all fake
Positive
anyway. So.
For freedom.
For tested positive for having a freaking bigger than 2-inch ween. Not by much, but
Crazy.
I've been told it's enough.
enough, dude. Like, yeah,
That's good.
So separate. This is funny to talk on the podcast about. Very separate situation. I had a girl once. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this yet. Take a sip. Got to take a sip.
Mine's empty. It's all
I may
good.
have. I had a girl tell me once that I had boyfriend dick, which is a very. I didn't.
Huh.
She meant it sweet. I didn't know if I wanted to take it sweet or take it as a huge insult.
That's a
at the
dicey
time.
one.
It says nothing about you and everything about her.
It did, well, and she went on to explain. She's like, shout out Jessica Tilt. I love you. You're a sweet girl.
Dropping the name and
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, we're gonna drop. The
She
name,
said, you know, yours is just the best. It doesn't hurt like all the other ones.
It was
'cause
kind
it's
of
not,
backhanded.
so.
Yeah, exactly. Very sweet girl.
And he could have called her Tom too. He could have just said
no,
Tom.
I'm dropping the name.
No fake names on this.
She's a gorgeous girl. She's gonna get posted on the Instagram. She's for those who haven't seen it, like I've got pictures of me and any girl that I've dated, and for the really beautiful ones, I post them on Instagram, and I say the most beautiful women on the planet want to spend their time with me willingly. Can you say the same? She's gonna be one of those posts for sure. Shout out Jessica. Anyway, she said, she's like, you got boyfriend dick, and I was like, okay, what's that? She's like, you want 9-10 inches for one night. You don't want that for a full relationship. Like that's fun like once, but you don't want to be living with that every day. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't mind living with that.
I was like, listen, I would make it work. Like I could just go a little more shallow thrust if I had to. Like I figured out, but not. I mean, I don't.
Give us the granular details.
Yeah. So that's definitely. But not, right now, I don't. I go full thrust, dude. I go thrust 100%.
What a privilege as a man to be able to just full thrust and not have to
It
worry
is
about
kind of nice,
anything.
dude. Imagine you got 4 inches of dry dick every time. That would suck. that would be really not that cool. So,
Kind of a nerf if you look at it that way.
Kind of a nerve.
exactly. So there's trade-outs to everything. That's all I'm saying.
So
I'm not saying
funny.
I'd complain, but no, she told me that, and I was like, you know what? And she meant it to be the nicest compliment ever. I was like, that's exactly how I'm going to take it. I am not going to take that backhanded, and I'm going to brag about that every chance I get. Anytime a girl asks me, how big is it? All I can tell you is this girl once told me that I had boyfriend dick, dude. And anytime I've said that to a girl, they're like,
They get it.
that's wonderful. I've never had a girl stop talking to me after I said that. So
Cool.
I think among girls, my guess is if girls say that to each other, like this guy has boyfriend wiener, that's probably they're like all intrigued, you know.
It's like a good thing.
It's like, oh yeah.
Interesting.
Dude, girls talk about the weirdest stuff with each other.
Way weirder than
Have
dudes,
you
by the
ever
way.
been in a room with the rare chick who doesn't care that a guy's in the room and talks as though it's just the girls? Has that ever happened to you?
No, I never really had friends that were girls.
I didn't either, but I dated girls who had a friend who she didn't care what I thought because I was dating her friend, right? So I'll never forget this girl. Her name was Olympia. Don't remember her last name.
Crazy
Probably
name,
not
dude.
many Olympias out there.
Olympian Kearns, shout out. This chick would come in the room and start saying the most wild shit, and she had like a 1-year-old. Like,
Whoa.
I don't even want to repeat something
Like
nasty.
the kid knows.
No,
True, but still, to be
kind of weird though.
Subliminally, though, it's
Exactly.
getting in there.
your mom's a whore, you know, like he knows from and dude, the shit she would come over and say was insane, and I was like, girls are absolutely disgusting. Girls are way worse than guys.
Oh, it's so much worse.
Oh yeah.
way worse. And
And girls never believe it, too.
No.
They don't believe it. I'll tell my wife. I'm like, it's like, you and your friends don't talk about this? She'll say to me, I'm like, no. It's like, we'll make nasty jokes and stuff, but we're not having legitimate, like,
In-depth
straight-face conversations
No.
about, like,
anything about any of it.
And they don't believe it.
No.
They're like, no, like their perception of guys is that we're having like 10 times worse conversations than them, but it's like, watch Call Her Daddy for 2 seconds,
yeah.
which I haven't. I've just seen clips.
Yep.
But it's like, dude, women have like, they will have very
Yep.
granular conversation about just the craziest
and
stuff.
you're totally right. There are like real, like I assume probably both of your wives are in this category where there are good girls who like that would never even cross their mind to do that, but that's the minority of women. That is not the majority. And that's one story. I've been in a few of those situations for whatever reason. Girl was drunk and I was with her friend, or whatever the reason was that she didn't care what I thought, and they will go off, dude. And okay, I can give the greatest analogy to this ever. This is how anybody inarguably knows that women are 1,000 times more disgusting than men in almost every way, if they let it show. I used to work the nightclubs downtown Salt Lake. I was a bouncer for a good many years.
Old Sky, dude.
At Sky SLC. At the end of the night, if you go into the men's bathroom and then you go into the women's bathroom,
Oh, nightmare.
compared to the women's bathroom, like you could eat off the floors in the men's bathroom. And the men's bathroom ain't
It's not clean,
picnic
dude.
either. But like it's the type of shit you'll go into a women's bathroom and there are chicks passed out in there on the floor with piss in their hair. Like girls, when they let it out, dude. It's
Well, I'm just listening. Keep going.
Dude, like the disgust, the filth, the freaking degeneracy that goes on in a women's bathroom at a nightclub is something.
Dude, even at Caesars though, like we'll be in and out of the men's bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
They keep that thing very clean, by the way.
Yeah,
Well, dude,
You know which one I'm talking about.
female energy is chaotic.
It's chaos.
in nature,
And it's true.
and masculine energy is
less chaos.
organizing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
masculine energy is like building and creating, and
Yep.
feminine energy is destructive.
It's
and
very,
that's like
very
the,
interesting.
the opposite that attracts.
Yeah, yeah,
or
but
should,
dude, at the
should
Caesars-
attract, but like
It's crazy. You walk by the women's bathroom and the decibel volume is like exactly what you're saying. It's like
Yeah.
9 times what it is in the men's bathroom.
Yeah, no. And anybody who's worked in like a bar or club industry knows what I'm saying to be true. Like the guy who has to clean up the girls' bathroom at the end of one of those nights, God bless you, bruh. Because like, yeah, you'll see some
If I'm
crazy
the
stuff.
craziest I'm getting in the bathroom is, I'm slapping my hand on the wall while I'm peeing because it's such a good one.
Yeah, you just
But
taking
that's
a real
like
deep breath. Nice deep breath.
I might.
Yeah.
That might be the craziest thing that I'm bringing to the men's
No,
bathroom.
dude, girls want to go in there together in a group. They'll, like I said, girls will pass out in there. They'll be puking. They'll be freaking throwing their tampons. This is the biggest offense, is they'll put their tampons in the toilets, and then it'll clog them. And meanwhile,
Disgusting.
every other girl prior to her has been freaking taking dumps or
Oh,
puking or
dude.
whatever. Clogs, freaking floods everywhere. Like,
Terrible.
I'm telling you, it's a war zone in there, dude. Absolute war zone.
Gross.
Like, yeah, it's bad. So,
Freak.
girls aren't as girls. Listen, I am going to maintain that girls are just the most innocent, perfect things on the planet, but don't listen to me and then go walk into a female bathroom, because you will have your world crushed.
Yes.
I'll put on this. Don't change.
Keep, also
Keep being girls.
Yeah, don't be
We're
guys.
just different. One isn't better than the other.
yeah, it's true.
Great way to put it.
Don't change. But I think there are misconceptions
Yes.
that are kind of perpetuated, and it's kind of earth-shattering when those are
Shattered?
broken for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're just commenting and observing, but yes, ladies, please.
I'm not casting judgment by any means.
For the love of Christ.
Regardless of what my face looked like as Gage was explaining that. Don't change. Shit on the floor.
Yeah,
Do it.
for the love of Christ, do not become men, please.
Yeah,
That's not.
We don't want it.
That's maybe the biggest problem this world has faced for the last 50 years.
Women
is
becoming
chicks trying to I'm not
Literally
talking
and figuratively.
I'm not
both
talking
ways.
physically, like whatever. We're all adults, but girls just taking on trying to be guys. It's like,
Well,
come on.
and I'll say guys being
Vice
chicks
versa,
too.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
Like the simplification of men.
It's bad.
It's bad.
No, it's crazy. It's like so normalized now. People
Dude.
don't even see it.
Dude, you could call your boy at 9 p.m. and ask him to come mog with you, and he might tell you no, dude.
Yeah. you might call your boy
It happened.
who just made himself a big bowl of chili, and you can't see it, but he's sitting there in his underwear getting his toes licked by his dog, and he's eating his bowl of chili.
He's got his peanut butter prepped.
And you never know what's going on in someone else's house.
Now we've
You
just-
might jump to some conclusions around him being a simp or a cuck, but
guys, what are we talking about? Guys becoming girls and girls becoming guys. Do you realize that people let their dogs lick peanut butter out of their bing holes?
Yeah.
Do you realize that? Look, dude, that video went
just
pretty
don't
crazy,
tell
bro.
just don't
so
tell
funny.
my kids that that's what they should be doing. Do whatever you want.
Stay
Do
out
whatever
of my
you
house.
want. Just don't take my
Don't
kid when they're
bother
away
me.
from me and tell them that's what they should be doing.
For
that's
those-
that's the only place I draw the line.
For those that have not seen one of our most viral posts and videos, go watch the Ray J explaining dogs licking peanut butter off of feet and butts.
I'll toss that
was
link in
not
the description.
That
That's
was
too
not
easy.
our original idea.
That's not
I
our
love
original
something.
thought.
I love my dogs,
Yeah.
and that never once has crossed my mind.
No.
That's a weird one, dude. Ray J's off the deep end. We know that. I can't wait to meet him. We know a bunch of people in Vegas who know him. So I swear to God, like, we will have him on the podcast
so funny.
at one
Ray-
point, and I want him to explain, and whatever the outcome is, he could come on and be like, yep, I was just saying that for clicks. He could come on and like defend it, like whatever. No matter what he says, it's just going to be like heavenly angels singing.
Look,
and
I've
stuff.
so funny.
I've got a hit list that one day we'll come back to.
Yeah.
Ray J,
Number one.
number one. Kanye, not far down.
I mean,
Not far down from that.
that would be the most fun of my life.
Yeah.
That'd be so fun.
Imagine we mogged with Kate and Kanye and then did a podcast.
Oh, dude.
Imagine Kanye just
would
saw
go
our
ballistic.
shit and saw how little we give a fuck
Yes.
and just like took a liking to us, dude.
Dude, I want Kanye on. I want Trump on after he's done with all
After
this
presidency, yeah.
political nonsense. I want Trump on just to have a good chat with him.
That one we're doing over video chat because I don't want to die, dude. Like, who knows if we're at the third fucking assassination attempt scene, dude? Like, I don't want to.
That's a cool way to go.
I mean, you're right. I take it.
That
back.
is a cool way to
said
go.
I'm
You're
not
right.
gonna live super long, and I'm gonna die in a really cool way.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna avoid it.
That is
Yeah.
kind of a cool way.
That is.
No, that's a super cool way.
That is a cool way.
You're in heaven.
I get shot down in the same room as Trump.
You're in heaven.
Crazy.
All exchanging. It's like
If that were to happen, and I just get mowed down, and I'm part of the carnage.
It's like
That's crazy. That's super
That is
cool. I'm
kinda
in
cool.
history.
it's like fishing stories, right? Like everybody's talk about mogging in heaven. Like everybody else is like car wreck, freaking old age, heart attack. You're like got shot 9 times next to Donald Trump. Like that's fucking cool. Everybody
Yeah.
else in heaven is just
And
not
nothing
saying
in
shit.
this is promoting that or insinuating that for legal reasons.
No, we would never
I
want
would
that.
hate that. I don't ever wish violence on anybody.
Me neither.
But I do think to die in a really cool, violent way, personally,
It's
in the moment is going to suck.
It's
but
very manly.
It's like anything
manly.
where it sucks in the moment, but then looking back, it's awesome.
you don't want to die having a heart attack on a toilet.
No,
like,
dude.
That would be going out the Elvis way, dude. That's whack.
It's
ass.
bad.
Yeah, that's like so goofy now.
Yeah. So, no, definitely not. As a matter of fact, if we rewind the tape, I said I don't want to be in the room with Trump because he will potentially get killed at any time. But I've now rewalked my statement. Yes, risk on whatever way we could die.
Risk adjusted returns.
Hard
No.
money lending.
No, that would. No, there's some.
We'll get some cool people on the podcast.
But here's I think Ray J. If we're trending the way we trend, and he lives in Vegas, I think like that's actually pretty realistic. Kanye,
It does mean-
Trump, maybe not so much, but
Hear me out on this. It does
Yeah.
mean a little bit. We got to go back to the Fontainebleau and chill.
maybe that's his spot. Yeah, maybe.
Place is sick.
It is
first
sick.
of all, if you guys haven't been there, place is like immaculate.
Is that how you? How do you actually?
Fountain-
Fontainebleau.
It's the fountain blue, dude.
If you're
You're
saying
trying
it.
too hard. I'm gonna say it.
It's spelled
You're trying too hard. Are you from Utah?
Fontainebleau.
Are you from Utah? Tell me where you're from right now.
But it's spelled Fontaine.
In your
Fontaine.
in your
I had a companion on my mission. His last name was Fontaine. That's how
in
you said
your
it. Fontaine.
CIA backstory that they gave you.
pronounce it
Where
how
are
the
you
word
from?
is spelled, Aaron. It's Fontaine.
You're not
Fontaine.
answering my question.
Training says.
Where are you
You
born?
pronounce it how it was.
Where were you?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you live in Utah?
Fountainebleau.
As a
it's not
homegrown
spelled that
Utah boy, I call it like I see it.
way. Not
I
how
see the
it's spelled.
I see
by
the
way.
fountain blue.
I would love to know. Like, I would love to talk to the guy who named it. And be
named
like,
it?
how? First of all, why did you do this? Your branding sucks because everybody knows in branding you want to do something that can't get fucked up. So
And he did it.
and he absolutely, bare minimum, he created confusion, right?
Caesar's Palace, it's hard to mess
You
up
can't-
unless
dude.
you're actually stupid
Unless
and you
you're
call it
just being a-
Caesar's Palace and you're
Being
dumb.
a goofball, Caesar
Or
Palace.
what
It's like-
Cesar Palace.
It's like the whole data, GIF,
Oh, yeah.
GIF.
Yeah.
But, dude, I mean,
Niche,
I'll
niche.
die on the hill that it's
Yeah.
just the fountain blue.
There you
and
go.
you're probably supposed to say the T a little better.
But
I'm from
Maybe you
Utah.
were from
Here's what
Utah.
I will say.
Mountain.
Fountain Mountain.
Something.
They rhyme.
Here's what I will say, and this applies to niche as well as Fontainebleau. I refuse to speak like a fucking Frenchman. I'll say that right now. Okay,
That's fair.
So you'll never hear me say niche. You'll never hear me say any of that shit that is like a French word. I am saying the American
Oh,
version
dude,
of
this
it.
I like
this
it.
actually goes back to something I mentioned this to Gage at one point. I would love to know your thoughts
Let's
on
hear
it.
it.
You're incredible at code switching.
Okay. That's
You
a good
are
point.
you are a code switching
master
master.
at it?
You are a master at work, and I think that's
Describe that.
probably at the
Describe that.
heart of the Fontaine Blue, because that's the way it should be said.
Aaron,
Dude, you are an absolute chameleon.
Aaron
wherever
alleged,
you go.
Aaron
true.
alleged to me that
I'm so ready.
when we pulled up on the radio
Again, not a
station.
good, not a bad thing, just an observation.
Yeah.
On the radio station, boys, you were like, "What's up, players?" or some shit like
Hey,
that.
you gotta play the character a little bit, dude.
It's so funny.
You can hear it. You can hear it in my voice too. I gave a radio voice to Pundaga there.
Yeah.
Fun, dude.
No,
That's how you do
it's
it.
like I can't do that. I don't think I have the balls to do it. But you just dive into it with no fear.
I do double
With
down
no
on that.
fear.
That's true.
That was
No,
great.
and that's where it's like keep calling it the
Fontainebleau.
yes, and I'll keep calling it the Fountain Blue. And
I
I
know-
actually think it's good. It's a good thing. It's
I
better
like
that
it.
way.
I like it.
All I know is
Code switching is
you're
such a funny way to
absolutely
say
right. Until Ray J's on the pod, we have to hit that hotel, however it's named or called.
The big new hotel that's
The big
I'm
beautiful
afraid-
hotel that is not profitable at all.
I'm afraid I get even more white when I'm around diversity. I
Interesting.
fall victim to the opposite of code switching, which is
That's
like it's even like a
hey, you
like
stick
I
to your
think
guns.
they're really cool, and I don't want to. I just get nervous, and I just get
That's
extra white, extra boring.
I do that with Mexicans, where I will speak the whitest Spanish I can get to come out of my mouth,
That is
and
pretty funny,
they
dude.
think it's funny.
They think it's
So,
hilarious.
I do it for the laugh, but also it's
One
better.
of them the other day called you a gringazo,
Okay,
which means
Sick.
a massive white person.
yeah, that's what's up.
That was very
dude.
funny.
Hell
That's
yeah.
sweet. You're massive.
I'll be
You're massive.
Gringazo, dude.
They said you're yoked, dude. It's
But
crazy.
Here's the thing: is like, to your point, Aaron. I feel like I would sound really dumb if I was like trying to roll my R's and
Yeah.
trying to speak Spanish like they speak it. Because first of all, I
Yep.
can't. Like, you put a gun to my head, I can't roll my freaking R's.
Do you know
So
where
I'm
this
like-
comes from? I'll tell you where this comes from. If you're in the Dominican Republic for an extended period of time or anywhere outside of the country and you're not code switching a little bit,
Yeah, don't make fun of you.
will get flamed and you will
Yeah.
not have any. So you have to figure it out.
That makes sense.
And you're
And
right.
you
I
will
could-
get eaten alive if you don't.
That makes
and
sense.
that was important. So
I'm sure the CIA really hammered that.
they
in.
hammer it in just
The CIA,
ruthlessly.
CIA
at the
slash
farm, dude.
CIA
You're
slash
honey dicking Gage right now.
the CIA slash
He's honey dicking you, and you don't even see it.
the CIA slash MTC. Aaron, let's get it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Let me-
yeah.
no.
Yes,
That's a good point.
Okay, dude. Look, people have said they're like, rewind back. Candace Owens, because she's been balls deep in the Kirk event,
Oh yeah.
which I've followed because that happened like down the street from where I lived in
I
Orem.
was- yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Weird.
this is crazy,
Yep.
and I've been just kind of invested in the
And the whole thing.
just because I'm interested in everything.
Yep.
Candace Owens went down this rabbit hole on BYU being connected to government agencies.
Yep.
And dude, she was getting lit up by all the Mormons in Utah. All the BYU grads are like, no, that's crazy. And I was like, I don't comment on stuff, but I was commenting. I was like, it is a well-known fact
Yeah.
that BYU is a direct pipeline
No, dude. If
Really?
you
to
if,
government agencies.
if you serve
Oh, yeah.
in like
Oh,
if,
yeah.
if you serve a mission in the Eastern Bloc, like European Eastern Bloc, any of those countries, the Slavias, the anywhere,
It
Yes.
makes incredible
You're a
sense
great
because you're
candidate.
learning the language,
Yeah.
which is important for a
Yep.
CIA agent. So you come out of your mission age 20, 21, 22, fully fluent in whatever language
In
you
whatever
would need
language.
to be.
yes.
let me blow your mind
Makes
with
a
this
lot of
step.
sense, bud.
If you speak Russian, any skill level, realistically, you can read Russian, you can speak Russian, or Ukrainian, or any of the, like I said, Eastern Bloc languages, and you decide to enlist in the military, you're automatically advanced certain ranks,
Oh yeah, of
and you're given special like permission and an extra pay bump per week for speaking that
Yeah.
language only.
Dude,
So it's like it makes sense.
I grew up a BYU fan. Every single person in my family on both sides was going and graduating from BYU,
yep.
and it was just well known. Like, people didn't even talk about it because it wasn't
Yeah.
controversial. It's
No.
like, dude, yeah, this government agencies recruit heavily out of BYU.
Yeah.
My sister's husband, is
Your sister
right
wife's
now-
husband.
dude.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Other
crazy
tangent.
thing.
No, my sister's husband, his dad, like, they went to BYU. He's going to BYU now. He's getting into, like, I think the FBI. Like, it.
They do
super
pull
common,
heavily
and I
from
think
there.
it's because of like value system. Like, generally honest people who are bilingual.
Bilingual's huge.
Well, not only that,
Who have lived in diverse places and meet
Yep.
a lot of their requirements of what they're already looking for.
Exactly.
and willing to follow rule sets, right? Like,
Yeah.
say what you want.
Very
Extended rule
programmable.
sets,
Missionaries are coachable, programmable. They're going to follow the system,
Yep.
start to finish. Literally, if you don't, you get kicked off your mission.
But if you
right?
don't, you suck, and everybody doesn't like you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But if you're like, I don't work on Sundays on your mission, they're just gonna kick you out. Like,
Yeah.
there's no tolerance for any of that shit.
I didn't
you know?
see anybody on the internet back her up on that, and I will publicly back that up.
Back
Dude,
that
I
up,
grew
yeah.
up in Spanish Fork.
Yeah.
I grew up 10 minutes from BYU.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everybody's flipping out just because it's related to Kirk. I'm like, dude, we all know.
yeah,
Everybody
that's fair.
knows,
Yeah.
and that's a legit thing.
Makes a lot of sense. As somebody, as the only one of the three group that wasn't raised anywhere within or around the Mormon church other than like living in Utah and having all my friends, from an outsider's perspective, it makes complete sense,
makes sense.
that like, what is the CIA or the NSA looking for? I mean, fuck, the NSA headquarters is here, dude, in Lehigh.
They do have the.
Yes.
So
Is that another data center? Is that what
even,
that is? Yeah.
My other Ethan was he's finishing up his degree at BYU right now, and he was getting recruited.
Really?
Yeah.
crazy?
Into, I think, the FBI.
Dang.
Like earlier this year, he was like getting pretty heavily recruited, and his dad is also part of like special operations and stuff.
Jeez.
So
Yeah.
it's a very
great candidate then.
real thing.
It's
Yeah, that's wild.
It's actually trippy too, because like, it's easy like as an everyday American citizen to like forget that those people are walking around, you know. But the thing that changed that for me, I lived in a place called Fredericksburg, Virginia, which is Northern Virginia. Basically, nobody wants to live in. They call it the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. And nobody wants to live in DC. That's just where they all got to drive to work. So everybody lives like a 45-minute radius around there,
Yep.
which Northern Virginia obviously is a part of. And like everybody you meet is top of the food chain in the Marine Corps or an FBI or a CIA or a
They're
NSA.
They're commuting to the Pentagon
Yeah.
or Langley every single day.
Exactly.
Yep.
This girl I dated, she was like a satellite technician, where just
kidding. Sorry. Throwing the air quotes.
If you know the movie Captain Phillips,
Yeah.
where like everybody knows the movie, the Somali pirates freaking took over the ship, and then the crazy thing about that, which I don't think is really made nearly enough of in the movie, but Navy SEALs surrounded the ship, and they all got all of these, you know, Somali pirates in their sights at the same time and took the shot at the same time, so that way they were all dead and they couldn't react. I don't remember how many it was. It was 3 or 5 or 7. I can't remember. But she was like one of the people viewing that satellite, communicating to the Navy SEALs, being like, hey man, like they're gonna kill this dude. You guys got to figure this shit the fuck out and whatever, right?
Crazy, dude.
So like those people are
Crazy.
just walking around there. Another guy was one of the 3 guys who dropped one of the bombs, the nukes, in Japan. And the way they did it is like a firing squad. For those who know how a firing squad used to work, which they don't do anymore, but
In Idaho, they do.
do they really?
Yeah, they just passed that law. They
Oh,
brought
I
it
heard
right
about
back,
that.
dude.
That's crazy.
Bonkers.
But what they do is you've got 3 guys with guns and you all shoot at the same time. 2 of you have blanks and 1 of you has a live bullet. So that way there's like plausible deniability in your head that you weren't the one that did it. That's how they drop those nukes. Is all, you know, there's 3 guys that 2 of them had live, or 1 of them had a live button, 2 of them had dummy buttons, and they pushed it out at the same time, and that's what dropped the bomb. He was like this 97-year-old man or some shit. He was one of those guys.
Crazy.
And my buddy sold him insulation.
Crazy.
Apparently at the end of it, he started crying, like talking about how he can't sleep at night and shit because
He's like, I know it was me.
Yeah,
It was mine.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
So, like, the point is, those people are walking around. I mean, the U.S. government is the biggest employer of U.S. citizens, dude.
Speaking of Vegas, we love Vegas.
Yeah.
The Air Force Base in Vegas is where a lot of the drones in the Middle East are flown from. So they're remote controlled by the base in Vegas. There's a whole setup there for it.
Okay.
Which is insane.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So that's... I mean, dude, Area 51's like an hour away from there or some shit.
Aircraft testing, dude. Nevada's place is bonkers. That's a wild spot.
Nevada's a trippy place, dude. It is. Yeah, it's different. So, all right, boys. Well, with that, we talked about a lot, dude. We talked about a lot of stuff. We got through a lot,
dude. This is a good one.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we extend 5 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. If you got more to talk about,
this is very recent.
We got loads of time. We're all good.
I haven't seen anybody talking about this yet. I'm sure everybody will be. And I think it'd be good to get some of your thoughts and our thoughts out there on this. Did either of you guys watch Trump's address to the nation?
Didn't even know it happened.
Yesterday.
Nope, I did not.
He made a huge deal out of it.
Okay.
The boomers, I'm sure, are eating this up right now.
Oh, boy.
He made a huge deal about it, said this is like the most important thing for anybody to talk about. And it's going to be like the most important thing he could talk about. Also, just
and look at us, we're talking about it.
Take a minute to soak in the context of what's happening in the world right now as he says that.
Okay.
Subtle misdirection, Trump, but he basically put out a 20-minute address to the nation about voter fraud.
Okay.
And how election integrity is gone.
Yeah.
And that there's all this data that he's going to be putting out on how the 2020 election and how our elections are
bullshit
for the most part.
I think we all kind of know that inherently, right?
Those that have brains and can think.
Yeah. But I mean, very, very interesting play. And I do think we're going to see a Trump 2028 run. Or maybe a no-go on elections the next cycle.
I mean...
Interesting.
Yeah, just very interesting to be teasing it out around this time.
Steve Bannon has literally said Trump is running in 2028, which Steve Bannon is like one of Trump's right-hand, political advisors. He said we can absolutely legally do it. There are certain provisions. There's basically, in all government, all laws, there's always exceptions to every rule. And if you set it up, I mean, what's his name? Freaking FDR was president for more than 2 terms, right? Like, during war times, would it be any surprise to anybody to 20 years down the road find out that a president, let's say a president, intentionally set off a war to then get another term or two? Like, would anybody be shocked by just that happening in U.S. politics?
Let me ask you.
No.
Yeah, with everything going on right now, so like economically in the U.S.,
go down the list.
Wars going on overseas, everything happening towards Israel as part of that, kind of the Gen Z mindset. And I would say millennials too, like a lot of beliefs shifting, polarization between younger people and older people, the middle class just getting squeezed out in the U.S. right now. Yeah. And this is what Trump needs to address the nation about. You're a strategic thinker.
Yeah.
Why is he doing that?
Yeah, again, like, who knows anything? Here's the thing about Donald Trump is he is a master at manipulating people's emotions in the direction he wants their emotions to be, right? So whatever anybody wants to say, I've got I'm a very conservative person. I have no bones about saying that. I have gigantic disagreements with Trump. I think a war in Iran is insane. I think, backing some of the people he backs who have backed him is insane. I think pumping out a COVID vaccine in 9 months, telling everybody it was safe is insane. Like, there's a bunch of really, like, huge things that I would take if I was in a room and I had 3 hours to tell him all my disagreements with him. I couldn't say them all, you know.
And I'm sure most people that are kind of sound mind also would be like that.
For sure. So now, you know, do I think having Kamala Harrison, who's, you know, completely corrupted, and that's the other thing that everybody needs to know is like, there ain't no two sides in this country, dude. Both sides are taking money from all the same people. We don't have to say the names. Everybody already knows who it is.
Everybody
dude. We
knows
don't even got to
this,
say it. We don't got to get demonetized and all this bullshit. Everybody knows what we're talking about, okay? Everybody is corrupted by the same, and which, like, look, dude, if you were at the top of the food chain, you'd do the same thing too. You'd be like, all right, I'm gonna set up this game so I win no matter who wins the election. I don't care. I don't care if it's voter fraud. I don't care if it's anything, right? So they're all corrupted. Everybody was on the fucking island. We all know everybody was on the island,
yep.
Right? That said, why is he doing that? Yeah, he's very strategic, and one thing I can tell you about Donald Trump is he does everything completely. There's nothing done on accident. There's not a word that comes out of his mouth that isn't completely calculated and thought about. Whether it ends up getting the result he wants or not could be a separate issue. But he's trying, anything that he says, he's trying to get a result out of. That's how you get to the top of the food chain like that. You don't get there by not being extremely careful with your words, actions, and business decisions, dude, right? So, yeah, very interesting.
Very interesting.
And again, couple that with the fact that he has teased running for a third term, saying that 2020 was a fraud and he should whatever. Steve Bannon has come out and in no uncertain terms said, like, quoting him basically here, you will see Donald Trump run 2028 100%.
Yeah.
Like, go, just anybody who doesn't believe that, Google Steve Bannon says Donald Trump will run for 2028 presidential campaign, whatever, right? So yeah, crazy. But another crazy thing to respond to all that, as big of a deal as you're telling me that he made that didn't hit my radar at all.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that
I'm
yet.
like crazy switched on to social media right now, right? So that's interesting. I think in general in this country, people are starting to like really, and it seems like every generation says this, but I think we're actually like probably coming to a head in human history and at least U.S. history right now, where people are starting to parrot our message that nothing's really fucking real anymore. It's all just bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, our monetary system's not real. Our political system is not real. Our real estate system is not real. Hey, okay, let's do this. Let's prove that it's not real right now. Let's extract every dollar in every bank in the U.S. and go try to buy all of the property in the U.S. You wouldn't get fractional reserve banking 1 to 13. You wouldn't get 1/10,000th of that money if I had to guess, dude. So it's all just like kind of bullshit, right? And I think everybody's starting to really. Here's what's happening. It's starting to be kind of undeniable that that's the case. Like, as long as you have eyes and ears and you look around, it's kind of like, okay, we're gonna see how this pans out. Cause
we're moving out of the early adopter phase on that curve.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Big time. Yeah.
Well, I also think there are, not to go against what you're saying, I also think us three surround ourselves with very smart people.
Yeah.
Our circles are probably skewed
Well, our circle
heavily towards
partially
that.
is right
there
here.
are still a ton.
Which
I'm
helps.
always blown away just at the number of like sheeple still just stuck in 2007, trusting every institution.
Yep.
But
100% correct. And listen, like, who are the original early adopters, right? Alex Jones, Eddie Bravo.
yes.
Joe Rogan to a certain extent. Like, some of these people that were talking about some of this stuff 20 and 30 years ago. But I agree. There's still a ton of people who watch the freaking nightly news every night. And I mean, my parents, probably all of our parents are in that category to a certain degree. Maybe not yours. Your parents seem fucking
mine
cool
are young,
as shit.
Yeah.
But
my mom's as based as it gets, dude. She's
certainly
awesome.
my parents are freaking switched onto that shit too, right? But no, I think to say what you're saying different, we're out of the early adopter stage. I think if there's an exponential graph of people figuring out like what's really going on, we're starting to hit a pretty serious uptick in the total volume of people who are like,
this is all nonsense,
fuck this Monopoly game. And what's going to start to happen is you can get people to play the game for only so long before they say, fuck this, they tip the fucking board over and they go move to Thailand. Or they decide, fuck it, I'm going to just be homeless, I don't care. Or they say, fuck it, I don't care about my credit score, I'm just going to pay cash for everything. Or they say, fuck
There's a lot of people that are doing that right now,
fuck
too.
it, the dollar is bullshit anyway, I'm going to put all of my money into gold and silver. Or all of my money into crypto, or whatever, right?
Yep.
So the amount of people that are starting to feel that way and think that way is huge. I think also, like, really your guys' generation and below, I would consider myself like a pretty early adopter in my generation at age 35.
Definitely.
You're definitely not like the other cringe millennials that we come across.
26.
Other cringe? Does that insinuate that Gage is cringe?
No. I'm saying Gage is not cringe.
And the other ones are.
Yeah.
Just wanted to clarify so nobody...
But 26, 27,
Good point.
28, and younger, all of you guys have grown up in a world that you're like, looking around and you're like, this is clearly fucking fake, right? Like, the guy that was on The Apprentice is the president? Like, I can say whatever I want to say on social media and nobody can fact check me. Fucking GameStop in 2020 shot up to freaking 5,000x its price, and then they stopped trading to intentionally tank it. Like, you guys have all grown up, and 2020 was like the big, I think, the catalyst towards even me, dude. Listen, my daughter was born in 2019. She was fully vaccinated, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards, right? And then that hit, and I'm like, wait, oh shit, there's mercury in these vaccines. Oh shit, they'll just do whatever they want. They won't test these things. They want this, they want that. Oh shit, like, they'll just tell us, like, you can't leave your house. You can't, and the only reason that it worked is because people decided they were gonna listen. Now, like, dude, I firmly believe this would be the ultimate illustration of my point. I think if they tried another 2020 tomorrow, if they don't wait at least another 10 years to, like, lull people back to sleep, everybody's gonna be like, fuck you, dude. Like, we remember last time, we're not putting no masks on.
That's what I said last time.
Yeah, so, and a good portion of us did that the first time around, and I think everybody who didn't saw us, right? Everybody now, if, like, for instance, I'm unvaccinated, right? I think all three of us probably are, right?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Not something we've ever talked about specifically. I think,
but we can guess.
Pure bloods.
Pure bloods, dude.
That's right.
Not no damn muggles up in this bitch.
No.
But no, I think, in hindsight, right? Like, at that time, I'm sure you guys went through this where everybody was looking at you sideways, like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You're going to kill all the grandmas. Now, all those people are jealous of us. Like, fuck, dude. There's a lot of people getting blood clots from these fucking whatever, right? Yep. So I think that the amount of people, and it's a cliche term now, but that have, like, woken up to this shit and are like, no, fuck you, dude. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to come... if I walk into a Walmart without a bullshit surgical mask on, I would always say that during COVID, too. Like, why are people not wearing painting respirators? Like, if I was truly afraid that an airborne disease was going to kill me, if that was a real thing...
You're tossing on a gas mask, dude.
I'm putting on a fucking gas mask.
Call me Walter White, dude.
Or a respirator, exactly. Like, if you can't cook meth with that mask on, if you got an N95
it's not
or
doing
a surgical mask, and you would die in the trailer with Walter White if you were wearing that.
Sorry, dude.
Guess what? This airborne disease that could kill you is killing you too, right? So, to answer kind of your question or your comment there, like, absolutely, there's a large portion of people that no matter what, they will... Put it this way, there's a large portion of people who will absolutely 100% disbelieve their own eyes and their own ears.
Yes.
There's always going to be that segment of society who, no matter what they see as evidence, are going to be like, it's easier. And this is the Matrix thing, right? Where they're so reliant on the Matrix, they will fight to defend it.
Yes. They're going to eat the steak.
They're so reliant on the system, mentally, physically, financially, that the second it comes down, they will literally have a psychotic break. So it's actually probably better that they just stay eating the steak, right? Eat the bugs, whatever. But man, there's a large portion of our population now, and it's growing every day, of people that are like, fuck it. Whatever the repercussions are, I'm willing to face it. And the worst case scenario is, if my bank account goes to zero, I'm not going to fall off the face of the earth. I will have a bridge somewhere warm in this country that I can go find to sleep under. I will have a river that I can go grab water out of and boil that I can drink, and there will be KFCs on every corner with half-eaten chicken buckets that I can go grab perfectly good chicken out of and eat if I'm hungry. Right? So I think people, where 10 years ago, if people didn't follow the system, I might go bankrupt. Oh, my credit score might go below 4. Like, a lot of people have lost the fear of all of that shit. And that number, I really can't. I don't see a scenario where that doesn't continue to pick up momentum and gain in strength each and every day. And those older folks are dying every day too, right?
Yeah.
They're relying on that system. So, I think, like, if you were to ask me what the main contributor to that is, the internet has just shined a light. You can't hide with the internet. You can't hide anything. Not for very long, anyway. Like, eventually, and they've tried, dude. They try to fucking hide as much of the shit but eventually, you see the fucking kids getting blown up in Palestine on your phone. Clearly not AI. Nobody would AI that.
Crazy.
My Claude would chastise me so hard if I tried to generate that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Freak
dude!
out.
I had to
Talk about code switching.
I had to put my Claude in line yesterday.
Dude, sometimes you gotta do it.
It was like I was
Yeah.
trying to generate some creative for a water collection ad.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not gonna depict a half-empty reservoir. I'm not gonna do this. And I was like, eventually I got so fed up. I was like, don't tell me you're not gonna do something.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and do what I say.
I've had a couple of those conversations.
I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm about to stop using AI.
Dude, that's why I love.
I'm almost done with it.
That's why I love Grok.
Dude, yes, Grok is.
Short of like saying generate me a pornographic image, which is still you can still talk it into a little bit of that.
Just
soft core.
just give me a little bit, Grok.
a little bit of titty,
Come on,
dude.
Grok.
just some side.
A little bit of titty
Little
never
from
hurt
the
anybody.
side.
So
No,
funny.
it'll generate like boobs and stuff. It won't go too crazy. It will.
Gage knows the exact limits
He's like,
of
this is
where
exactly
Grok
where it
will
is.
not push past.
What, you think I haven't asked it to generate an image of a fucking Greek stud and a Thai princess getting it on? That's what you thought?
Let me throw this at you.
Put my face on the Greek guy.
No, I am the Greek guy. This is super off topic from what we're talking about, but Facebook Marketplace, you can hunt down some crazy deals on there, but people now have started AI generating attractive women and putting them in their Facebook Marketplace ads so that
smart.
people will click
Yeah.
the first picture.
Oh, that's
And
super smart.
Some people are good at it, and some people are absolutely terrible at it. You know who you are. Be better. It's so funny.
Oh, dude, just a big one to everybody. I hope every single person in the world sees this. If you put out AI generated slop without editing it,
You have to.
you're like, ChatGPT, make me a picture of my menu for my food truck. If I see one more,
Or the posters that
Of
people
these
are doing
dang-
for public events, I
dude,
am
if
going
I
to get
see
cancer.
one more of these, and I know who it is, it's you Gen Xers who just figured out how to use AI, and you think it did its job by doing that.
The
It
Gen Xers
didn't.
that own the
It did
burger
not.
restaurants with the metal
Dude,
trays.
yes,
You know what I'm talking about.
That's not it. I will
Stop it.
I'll never go to whatever it is you are promoting if you're giving me AI creative that is clearly AI that hasn't been edited.
Yep.
And it's got the ChatGPT look.
Yep.
Like you're done. It's a non-starter.
The whole it's
So
it's
like
the classic
PSA,
menu.
please
Yeah.
stop it. Everybody, please stop. This is not the future I want to live in.
May I add a caveat to our Trump thing really quick? Kamala Harris is terrible at code switching. Sorry,
Well,
had
yeah.
to loop it in.
Obviously.
She sucks
She's
at it.
freaking white,
I can
dude.
see that
She's
one.
so bad,
I can see my code switching comment.
dude.
stuck.
She sucks at it.
It's
You're
stuck
right.
in there.
You're right. But also, I'm thinking about it over here. I'm like, every funny Kamala clip, she sucks.
You
She's
know what
terrible.
the best?
She's trying though.
She's
you
really
wanna know
trying.
the best code switching of all time? The
Who?
funniest? Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Nothing was ever funnier than that.
No, he was so
That
funny,
was
dude.
awesome.
Dude.
That was
Do you remember the clip
unironically
here's a
some of the
question.
funniest content in the history of the world.
when he
Dude.
falls off the bike?
Go ahead, Aaron. Let's take it from there.
Dude. He's said some crazy stuff.
Oh.
He has said some crazy
did.
stuff.
Anytime he was talking to black people, it was must see TV, bro.
So
must
funny.
see. Like, yeah.
Bro, the
if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Is that what you're
no,
gonna say?
dude,
No?
there's-
An all-time classic.
there was one where he says there's rich kids and
Yeah.
And what is
and
it?
rich kids and black
And
kids.
black-
Black kids aren't any less smart than poor kids or some shit. Like,
Yeah, it was just so stupid.
Dude,
It was so
well,
funny.
the come on, man. That was
That's
like,
a classic.
That was his original.
That's a
coach.
certified
He was
hood
talking-
classic, is
oh,
what
man.
that
He was
is.
talking to Charlemagne.
you ain't
Yeah.
black.
Yeah, come on, man.
So funny. So
Just-
freaking funny.
Just a little jump back to like everything we were just talking about. I want to tie it back together. Obviously, we can't stop ourselves from making jokes about like the most serious shit. It's just who we are. But yes, I want to respond to the AI and then tie up the presidential thing. So yeah, well, here's the thing about AI too. I am actually like very cynical about what AI is ever going to be able to accomplish, and I'll tell you why. Dude, it's like with chicks, right? I always tie it back to girls. I can't help myself. That's my vice, right? I don't care how much money you spend. I don't care what surgeon you go to. I don't care. I'm always going to know fake boobs are fake boobs. I'm always going to know a fake butt is a fake butt. Human eyes are trained, like, we see everything, dude.
Pattern
like,
recognition.
yeah, our ability, nothing is. Tell you what AI will never duplicate is the detail orientation of the human eye. A 2020, 2015 human eye, we see shit that nothing else, we can recognize stuff, right? So I don't really see a future where AI is going to be so good that it's irrecognizable from real life. I just don't believe that's going to be the case. I may be wrong, but I think the human eye is so finely tuned over millions and millions and millions of years, potentially, or who knows? Maybe it's only 10,000. I don't know what the future of or the past of the human race is. But whatever it is, it's either designed by God to be perfect, or it's honed over millions of years of evolution. I'm not sure which. Either way, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to see something that's AI that's not going to hit your eye weird.
Here's something.
I'm never going to see a set of boobs bare that I'm not going to know are real or fake. It hasn't happened yet. I don't think it's gonna. Our eyes are trained to, yeah. So that's my position on that. So yeah, I think there's going to be huge resistance. I'm like super, on the flip side, I'm bullish on like in-person and inhuman activities and content and stuff.
That's why this kind of stuff rules.
I think this versus anything AI generated, like what people are going to gravitate towards, everybody already knows this. This is very common sense. People are always going to gravitate towards things that are genuine, that are real, that are like, people aren't faking it, right?
Even if it's perceived as like lower quality, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. That's almost better in many cases. AI is the ultimate faking it. Like everybody, fake boobs are the ultimate faking it. Like everybody knows that shit. A girl who has her body, and like I can speak to this easy. A girl who has a bunch of plastic surgery to make her body look like shapely and good, versus a girl who's been kicking her own ass at the gym for the last 9 years. It's not a comparison, dude. Like the difference in attraction in the male brain to one versus the other is different leagues.
Yeah.
Dude, to build onto that,
Yeah.
we talked about sit down air.
We don't like sit down air. Sit down air is not good for anyone.
Those AI generated slop food
Menus.
truck menus are the sit down
Sit-down
air of AI.
Yeah, yeah.
It's what they are. It's the foul freaking
It's terrible.
just decaying flesh from the BBL that releases a stench when you sit down.
And you're 100% right, where like there's a side effect to non-real shit. Like there's no free lunch in this world, dude. You're not gonna. So anyway, that's my response to that. And then the presidential and political stuff. I think ultimately, everybody in politics is seeing the writing on the wall of exactly what we're talking about, how people are just literally losing faith in the system. And if that happens, that's the only thing that actually will kill the system, is if people are just like, not playing the game anymore, don't care, right? As long as you have people engaging in it, it will self-perpetuate forever. But if it ever picks up any momentum in the direction of, we don't give a fuck anymore, yeah, okay, America is not the greatest country in the world anymore, we're just going to leave. It's cool. We don't mind, right? Like, as soon as that happens in mass, as soon as 51% of the population adopts that, or, our money doesn't matter, I don't care, I'm going to trade seashells, or, I don't care if I have a job anymore, I don't care if I have a house anymore, like, as soon as, like, all that shit starts to, again, and it wouldn't even take 51%. It really would take about 10% of the population. In 2009, 8% of mortgages defaulted, and that caused 2009, right?
Yeah.
So it's like actually a pretty tiny percentage of people that have to adopt some of these things for like significant ramifications to happen or to end up occurring. So I think all of politics, including Donald Trump, right? That dude's net worth has like tripled in the last 8 months or some shit. He's like pulling out all the stops. He's like,
oh yeah,
which to me, that's a sign of him seeing the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
And like, I better fucking get mine for my family forever, because who knows how long this shit's really going to be running, So that's my overall response
And
to
his
that. I think
hotel
that's
doesn't
what's
even have
going
a
on.
casino in it. So.
What the fuck, dude?
I know,
In
dude.
Las
What are you
Vegas,
talking about?
No casino.
A great watch for everyone between now and the next one. I was watching The Truman Show
Oh, it's a classic.
just a couple days ago.
Yep.
The Truman Show is like the original Matrix. Dude.
Yeah.
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 It's a good movie.
Well, he could, and dude, what's crazy is just the line from the creator of the show, where he could leave anytime he wants.
Yep. But he doesn't.
Like that one to me is almost even more real than the Matrix.
Yep.
Because it's like,
Yep. You're not actually trapped in it the way you think.
You don't have to like try to break the rules of the reality. All you have to do is
Leave.
Yeah.
Like,
Stop playing the game.
I can just leave.
Yep.
And there's nothing stopping me.
Yep.
Yep.
No, and I think people are starting to feel that way. Like, I don't feel like playing the game anymore. Whatever the ramifications are, I'll take that. But I'm kind of over this shit. And dude, I'll say this. Other than like maybe the collapse of the Roman Empire, maybe 0 through 40 AD, sometimes in history, I'll say this, like the early 2000s, say, pre-2100, year 2100, I'm thinking this is probably going to shake out to be like one of the top 10 most interesting times in human history, if not number one. Like, who knows where it goes?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So I've kind of now adopted the position. I'm kind of like just watching this as a movie and kind of enjoying it for what it is, not being so emotionally attached and like what it's going to mean for me necessarily. Because golly, dude, we're getting into some interesting times, and it might go super south and sideways. I believe in God and Jesus, so I think no matter what, I'm gonna be fine. But I don't know if there's going to be a more entertaining time in human history coming around anytime soon other than what we're in right now, dude.
We can give color commentary.
Yeah,
at least.
That's what we're here for.
As we watch it all burn.
We're just going to color commentate. We're going to enjoy the bread and circus as heavy as we can.
People who say bread and circus, like, oh, no.
Bad thing?
Dude, bread. No, dude.
That's fun.
There's not going to be bread and circus forever.
Yeah. Let's just
Eat
enjoy
it up, man.
Enjoy that and understand it for what it is. Don't like go around thinking it's fucking real like they want us to, right?
Yeah.
So
call it bread and circus.
Yeah, it's fun
and enjoy.
Because guess what? Here's the ultimate final point of all of this. Us as individuals don't have any power over what's going to happen.
Absolutely not.
The what's going to happen and pan out is going to happen and pan out. Either what we're talking about is going to the thought process we're talking about is going to get adopted in mass in mass numbers, and a significant like earthquake to the world is going to happen, structurally, or it's not, and we're all going to blow ourselves up, or Elon's going to get us to Mars at the last second at the buzzer, and but whatever's going to happen is kind of going to happen. we're just gonna commentate on it. We're gonna enjoy it the best we can. Fucking who knows what happens.
And
dude.
we're gonna mog.
We're gonna mog.
There's always mogging.
We're gonna
There's always
retard
mogging.
max. We're gonna mog, and yeah, we could mog in freaking clothes that haven't been washed in 18 days, dude. Like, there's never a situation where you can't fucking
And
go
we'll
try
still
to
be
mog.
putting up shots,
Dude,
I'm going to mog tonight, boys.
all of this
You better.
is you're not retard maxing unless you're just enjoying some bread and circus.
Yeah, that's
That's like a
That's like
big
a
part
bonus
of
of it,
retard
dude.
maxing.
yeah.
You
it's
gotta just,
required.
dude. Yeah.
If you're like,
Here's an idea,
sir,
a thought, dude. We all know the algorithms and everything are designed to shape public perception the way they want it.
Yep.
And all of that, dude, around 2020, how everything was going so crazy on like David Goggins type stuff, Jocko Willink type
Yep.
mindset. How do we know that wasn't a giant psyop?
We don't.
To keep us from retard maxing. If I could have discovered retard maxing 5 years earlier, how much better off
How much
would I
better
have
off would you
been?
be, dude?
is it not retard maxing to run 200 miles in a row?
It is.
It kind
good
of
point.
is, right?
It is.
So
You just solved
good
that
point.
one
Good
for me
point.
so
Retard
fast.
maxing, no. Dude, and I think to your point, truly, I think the algorithms used to be designed to shape public perception. I think they've gotten out of everyone's control.
You think so?
And now all it does is what will feed it the most, which is attention. So I think it's done a 180 where the most genuine shit that really hits home with the most amount of people, it
Does pretty well.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Like, it could be positive or negative, right? But now all the algorithm cares about is getting more fuel in its tank by any means necessary. It's
a good
actually,
point.
I think it's decoupled itself from politics.
Do you think it's become more just capitalistic in how it functions?
Yep, and it's totally leveled the playing field of all it cares about is what is going to feed it. And dude, can you imagine 7 years ago seeing anything online about Israel being bad?
Not
You
7
would
years
not,
ago,
I
no.
didn't see a single, I mean,
Well,
short of
it's-
maybe Alex Jones
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah.
Well, early adopter. We talked about
So like, now that was unthinkable. Like, you would get fucking, your channel would get burned to the ground. You would not have an Instagram. Even, I mean, even early Andrew Tate stuff, they would ask him questions about banking, and he would say, like, 2019, 2020, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to, like, actually go to jail.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
that. Now you can say it.
fucking
fine.
Dan
True.
Bilzerian is on saying, I hate Jews, dude. Like, people are saying whatever. So I think, I think this thing might end up being like the great equalizer, and all it cares about is what people care about, and people like truth, dude. People do not like being lied to.
Same thing. They can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, we have a very strong spidey sense on what's bullshit and what's not, dude. And that's the overall point, right? We know AI is bullshit. We know fake tits are bullshit. We know when people are lying to us. So we'll see how it pans out, dude. But like I said, like the stuff I'm seeing online right now, to have seen that in 2019 would have
You
been
couldn't see
like,
it.
if it got online, it would have been there for about 45 seconds and then gotten taken
And
down.
gotten zipped off.
So, yeah, lots of changes. Well, I don't think we're going to freaking beat much
This is a
of the
good
last
one. 25
minutes. I'm glad
Dude.
you had us extend, dude. We got into some, there's going to be good clips in that.
It
shit,
ended
right?
up, so that wasn't 25 minutes I've been looking. That was 45 minutes.
45.
Are you
What
serious?
are we at right now?
We're at almost 2 hours. We're at 1:52 right now.
Easy. We
Thanks
could go
for watching,
longer,
guys.
Wow.
We could go longer. I gotta piss.
Me too.
And I'm kind of done talking.
Hey, one last thing.
Last.
Shout out the cologne.
Golden
Tell
Phoenix.
us about
Okay.
that.
Last thing. Okay. So I made a crucial mistake. I was like, I'm gonna post shit on Instagram. I'm gonna just have people message me directly to buy the colognes. I did one for a shirt. I had a shirt made that said Juggernaut clothing brand, which we're gonna get a niche down website that's like literally just to promote the podcast and sell merch. So that's gonna come, and then whatever comes to our brain that we can think of that we want to make, we're gonna put it on there. But I made a crucial mistake thinking, a couple people will message me. I'll call them right away. I'll get their credit card information over the
You
phone.
were telling
and
us before this
I'll
started.
send it to them.
You were getting blown up.
Dude, the amount of DMs, like I had to silence my Instagram notifications because, like, not only that, people are calling me all hours of the night and Indian shit. Like, I want to buy the shirt and this and that. I don't know who's full of shit and who's not. Crucial mistake. So I'm definitely going to build at least a very rudimentary landing page that people can go in and type in their credit card.
I've already got one for you.
Yeah. We need to do that so that way somebody can give us payment before we know whether we're wasting their time. A lot of people just want to freaking talk to me, dude, which is the gayest thing I've ever said, and I hate that I would even.
Why do you think I'm here?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, no, but
We're in too deep.
Sorry,
Aaron.
guys.
We're in too deep.
But
Taken.
Anyway, we're gonna get some infrastructure set up. Technically, we have sold these 2 bottles of cologne. I just don't really know who. A bunch of people want to buy them, and yeah, we're gonna keep doing this thing as long as people keep watching, which doesn't show any signs of slowing down at this particular moment in history. So. Golden Phoenix custom perfume. I'm gonna be doing some shirts. Oh, I made another shirt that said LARP Final Boss. I don't know if
Now
you
it's
guys
gonna
saw.
go ballistic,
Yep.
dude.
So leaning into the LARP thing, don't give a fuck. So we're gonna have LARP Final Boss shirts. We're gonna have Juggernaut shirts. We've got Golden Phoenix cologne. Definitely at some point very soon gonna have Niche Down energy drinks. Let's cover the branding on that. So yeah, that's our shit. Subscribe to the podcast, hit the thumbs up, hit subscribe, go follow Gauge the Greek on Instagram. That's where you can really see all the day-to-day shit of like what we do. We post everything, and we don't just talk about it. And that's it, dude. Niche Down, Aaron, Ethan, Gauge, we're out. Money's not real. And we'll see you guys in a little bit. We probably won't film one for a bit because we just did 2 in a row freaking and covered fucking a lot. So
Yep.
we'll give it a week or 2. Love you guys. Peace. Mwah.